everybody. My name is Jess, the Tarot Tunist, and I have a timeless pick a card just for you. The Rock of Love edition, love message that you're meant to hear. You can be single or partnered. I will say, because each pile is different, and I can tell one of the piles is definitely single, the other pile is definitely dealing with somebody, so definitely go with your gut reaction, the one you want to see. And this also could be platonic, but this is heavy romance indicated. So, I digress. Without further delay, we have pile number 1, Heather. Pile number 2, Big John. And lastly, pile number 3, Daisy. Go with your gut. I'll see you at your reading. Toodles! Hello, everybody who chose pile number 1, Miss Heather from Rock of Love. This is your love message. What do you need to hear at this moment? All signs are welcome. I am feeling really strong Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Scorpio. But like I said, all signs are welcome. I am seeing something to do with the month of June being very significant. I see fruition for some of the projects that you're working on, small goals being met, big goals being met. Month of June is going to be good. And I also see something to do with your skin. I see that you're going to be receiving compliments because you're really, not that you're never taking care of your skin, but I feel that you are really becoming more comfortable in your skin, and that internal glow is showing. And I see you just pampering your skin, taking care of yourself, buying new products. I see lip gloss or a lip balm. You also might be seeing the variations of the 1111s, I call it, 1011, 111, 1001, that stuff. But when it comes to your love message, pile number 1, I am seeing that you would classify yourself as single. That being said, I wouldn't say that you're single. There is somebody that has strings or that you're still attached to on some level. This definitely feels romantic. Doesn't have to be, but I'm going to read it as romantic because that's how it predominantly feels. This is you, pile number 1. The 7 of Pentacles. I keep getting better and better. I see that you have been very patient and you've been at it at a while when it comes to like love. And it's not like, when I say that, it's not like, oh, you've been on the hunt. It's, you're doing a lot of internal homework about what you want, what you don't want. But you're also seeing like your worth. Your worth is really tied. I get that in your past relationships, you really, you picked partners, and this is not a dig, this is not, but you picked partners with the lenses of a low self-worth. Like if you just saw yourself in a better light, you would be like, that person doesn't deserve my time, because they're not a healthy person. It's not because they're shitty, but maybe they are shitty. But this is you, my friend. Like I said, I see makeup in your future, or just taking really good care of yourself because you're really valuing all the hard work that you do for yourself. The routines, the meal prepping, the affirmations, just picking up your clothes off the floor, like all the seeds that you're planting, and you see that they're blooming. And Spirit, God, the universe wants you to know, keep being hopeful because the blooms are only going to get bigger. But when it comes to the love reading, will you leave me like the others? Wow, the person that you're attached to could wear glasses. I also see they don't have to be a man, but if they are a man, I get that they could be on the taller side. And I also see that they're still like, I don't want to say they're rugged, but like, let's say they're not corporate. Like, let's say they had long hair and then they cut their hair. They still have an edge to them, but I do see that they kind of clean themselves up a bit, if you know what I mean. but will you leave me like the others? This person, you're the crane, by the way. You and this person are doing a dance right now. You're not sparring, but the mating call and the sparring call aren't far off. And what I'm seeing is like this person really limited your sense of freedom and honestly prosperity. You know, when you were with this person, I see that your luck wasn't the best. It's because they really, they pulled you into a lower version of yourself. They made you, not that they made you, I don't even want to say that, but the environment that you two created together just made it unhealthy. And I get that you're not an aggressive person, but your energy was building as aggression. This person definitely has an abandonment issue. Will you leave me like the others? And I get that you are a person that wants to prove that you're different. You want to prove to them that love still exists. You want to prove to them that, you know, runner-chaser dynamic. You're not fucking doing that anymore. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. But you know what I mean? That's your self-worth has improved tenfold. Because it's not about, like, you help your friends, you help your loved ones, you know, but there's some boundary issues, and doesn't matter if they're your soulmate or not. You're not going to cross those boundaries. And we have the end in reverse. So I see that this person left you. They could have ghosted you, or they could have just, this definitely is a person that they go silent or they want to be reached. And what I'm seeing is they left you, but they can't help but look back at you because they see you thriving. They think you're gorgeous. The zest of your life, the dance that you create is something they want to be a part of. But I still see that they still might be operating at a lower version of themselves. So let's get into your tarot message pile number 1. Let's get into it with the tarot pile number 1. So what I'm going to do, I just want to ask about this person in general. So will you leave me like the others? This person that has the runner-chaser dynamic with you. This person that cleaned up their act on the outside, but still has not done homework, emotional homework on the inside to the extent that they need to do. What do you want to say? We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. I laugh because you're the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. So single, again, you singly make your own flowers bloom. Your own world is like growing. It's still brewing, but growing. And then in succession, we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. I see that the love offers that this person wants to give you is half-assed, or the love offer that you might be getting from them is going to be half-assed. Like it's like a text message, or it's just going to be like a very low effort. Not that they need to buy you tons of things, but I just get that, especially how it ended, because I see that they left you, or they're the ones that kind of did the no contact, whatever. It's just not enough. And I see that you're like, boy, bye. And it, girl, bye, whatever. You know what I mean? You're just kind of over it at this point. Yeah, I get that they've been working out, and I get that they think that, like, if they physically present and show you this gesture that it's going to be enough, but I see for a majority of you, it's not. Do you know why? It's because you know that they haven't been putting the work in themselves, not the way that you wish they would. You were attracted to them before the physical glow up. You know what I mean? We have the 10 of Chalices in the reverse, followed by the Sun in the upright. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You are a bright light, pile number 1. Your vitality for life has been tenfold. And I know you want love. You've been working really hard at it. And I think that this time was for you to illuminate just how fucking special you are. And like, you're dating you, no matter if you're dating a person or not. You know what I mean? Because it's how they treat you. And it's great that you want to be of service to others and loving to your partner, but you also deserve a partner that wants to be the same. It doesn't matter if your love languages are different. You know what I mean? But what I'm seeing is that you're ultimately really happy, and it's illuminating the contrast of how unhappy you are with past connections, even with current connections. Like, it's like, fuck, you know, guys, like, you just don't, you see any emotional disconnect you have with friends, family, and especially this connection. And you see that, like, yeah, look, like, there's the love seed. Like, it's not that it wasn't there with this person and even within your heart, but right now, or back then, it wasn't that time. And I see failed seeds, like, it just wasn't the time, because it's almost like it was a protection from spirit, God, the universe. Like, if you let this grow, it will take over your life in a garden of weeds. And I don't want you to have to go through that again. I'd rather you be sad and have barren land for a few years or whatever, but don't let the weeds back in. You might be thinking of gardening. I also see, like, in general, your energy levels are increasing. I see that you're interested in, like, kind of getting back into the kitchen, getting your hands dirty, like getting, like, really, like, using your hands and physically crafting things. I also see your sex drive increasing. And lastly, we have the Two of Cups. You can't end it like that. I know this is going to sound very coy and vague. You definitely have love coming in. For some of you, this is going to be the month of April. For some of you, and it's like, oh, but April like just passed, or we're in the last day of April, next April. For some of you, this is going to be the month of February. And for some, it's going to be the month of June. You are having a relationship coming into you. This person could have hazel eyes or brown eyes. They also could be a fire sign. I also see that you could be part of the LGBTQIA+ community. There is some secrecy right now with your love life. Spirit doesn't want to fully illuminate it. I get that you probably will meet this person online. And I also see you having a talk with this person, the person that ghosted you, before you meet this person. It's almost like whether it's going to be cutting the cord, making peace, or reunification. That being said, like I said, I do see a relationship coming in. And Spirit's like, look, that's all you need to know. It is coming in, and it's going to be coming in for you sooner in those months. You can have hope, build on that, but don't stress yourself out. You don't have to keep, like, searching for it. So that is what I have for you, pile number 1. Until next time, love you, toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 2, Big John. I feel like we could be related. This message is just for you. A love reading that was meant to find you. Rock a Love edition. Let's get started. All signs are welcome. I am feeling really strong water energy. So that is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm also feeling really strong Libra, Aries, and Leo. But all signs are welcome. I'm getting the letters M, A, W, P, R. Very select few of you, might just be one person. But the letter M initial, they could be a Taurus. You might be seeing the number 555 or the number 55. It's a lot about change. It's a lot about an energy that can be used to grow, and that can be uncomfortable at times. And I get that that's kind of where you are, and you and this person are both stuck on each other still. And before I get into the cards, by the way, some of the cards have nudity, so 18 plus, but this card doesn't. This is a beautiful scene. It makes me want a Dutch Brothers coffee. It makes me want to, like, this is a beautiful scene. This is not reality. I get that you and this person are looking at what could be, but you're not currently talking to each other. I get that the person you're attached to has a very cold demeanor, and a very intimidating presence. But it's funny, inside they have a very rich inner world that's colorful. Like, you would not expect it. I use my smarts, King of Swords, followed by the Queen of Water. You two aren't currently speaking together. This honestly could be 50-50, romantic or platonic. So, you know, because obviously love doesn't have to be all romantic. So what I'm seeing is that you are emotionally open and you have a good grasp on your emotions, meaning you let them guide you, but you don't let them overwhelm you, and you're super intuitive, you're loving, this person wants to run to you and be in your arms, like you're very nurturing, and they have a lot of love for you. But I get that you are, it's like you're saying, okay, no more sex, no more intimacy for me. And like I said, if this is, it doesn't have to be sex, but there's a level of access that you're not reaching to me anymore. And this person's like, okay, and they're acting like they don't care, but they do, because they, just like you guys are kind of stuck in this beautiful vision of what could be of this relationship, the beauty that once was. It's funny though, like, yeah, there's no one in the scene, so it's telling me that it's like that you both are very creative, you both, and that's what this person loves about you. I get that's what you love about each other. You both didn't paint, you painted a beautiful picture, but you didn't put yourself in there, like, meaning like you both didn't put yourself in there. There's not real effort going on, and that's okay. Not saying you both are lazy, but in this connection, there is no effort, because this person that you're connected to doesn't know how to open up. They love your sensitivity because they are sensitive, but they find it as a weakness, and it's hurt you. They've hurt you because they're silent. They don't want to paint this beautiful picture, even though they paint it beautifully in their mind. And you painted a beautiful picture, but you're stuck because it's like, and you're smart for, it's not, you're standing still. I shouldn't say you're stuck. You're standing still because you do deeply care about this person, but you know that you're not giving them access anymore to you because they're not opening up. Yeah, you are a beautiful picture, but they also need to be a beautiful picture, you know? Pile number 2. I also see that you could be traveling out west pretty soon, or planning some travels, like some serious travels. And what I mean by that is like, not just like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Like, nope, you know what? I'm gonna make it happen next month. Let's go. I'm also getting that you might be drinking some Baja Blast, or this is definitely somebody, a blast from the past. Like, this is somebody you definitely had a strong connection to. You both are definitely attracted to each other, and this is the ultimate power couple if you two came together. Sorry, I closed my eyes. Sometimes it just helps me focus. We have the Ace of Wands in the upright, followed by the King of Cups in the reverse, and the, God, these cards, and the Tower in the upright. So there is a lot of sexual energy, a lot of dominant energy, like this. So this person definitely sees your energy. They check up on you on social media. They sorry, it's hard because these cards are holographic. So they definitely love your body, and it doesn't matter what you look like, what your size is. They definitely want to caress you, and there's a sense of sensuality. If you have, they love your chest. Man or woman, they just want to grab on it. They're just really attracted to your fire because they see that you have the keys to unlock certain parts of their heart, like the knowledge. It's not that you're the only special. You have the knowledge, and the thing is, they're willing to listen to you. But yeah, you definitely know this person. I definitely would say, like, you two will have another chance or another moment. When that time is, Spirit is like telling me no, there's secrecy. They don't want you to know. So, God, universe, spirit. This person emotionally is a playboy, and or playgirl, meaning they like to be admired by the opposite sex quite a bit. They love having sex, or they just love being admired. They know they're good looking. They know they're powerful. They could have just a really commanding presence. They could be really tall. It's interesting though. What is happening, pile number 2, is the person you're connected to in this separation is seeing that their ways, that this desire, this emotional desire. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's the King of Cups. This is you got the Queen of Cups in the upright, just a different deck. So you guys definitely are a pair. They definitely see you as somebody they would love to emotionally commit to, right? Like, you aren't just a one night stand. You're not somebody that, like, they wouldn't be scared to commit to you, right? Like, there's a level that they're emotionally still committed to you, even though you guys aren't together. And what I'm seeing is, in this emotional separation, they're seeing that their playboy or playgirl lifestyle, that emotional desire to be wanted and needed all the time, has destroyed them. And it has destroyed something beautiful that could have been between you guys, something real. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, followed by the Strength card in the upright. So I definitely see that the last partner they had taught them these lessons. Like, I'm gonna get you before you get me. They use their power of emotional authority, not emotional, their verbal authority, to manipulate emotions. And I'm seeing that you have really cultivated strength, and so have they in this separation. But it's deeper than that. I'm sorry. I see that they're starting to realize that their ways truly hurt people, but not just that, it hurts themselves. The words they speak, how they speak. They also could have had a mother, or, like I said, I keep seeing like an ex-girlfriend. It could just be a whatever feminine presence or a person in their life has taught them a very harsh lesson about relationships and how to communicate emotions and relationships. And I see that they are really working hard to tame that. If they tamed it, I'm not sure. You'll be able to tell. But I know that you have, pile number 2. And they really admire that about you. I also see that they could contact you by your birthday. And lastly, we have the Two of Swords. I gotta get one more card. You can't end on the Two of Swords. Followed by the Eight of Cups. Their indecision has caused you, they left. I get that they blocked you out, and their indecision has now made them have choices that, like, here's the choice they wanted to make, the Eight of Cups, the journey they wanted to take, but the choices they have made are now causing them to do some shadow work, because their choices have not been fulfilling for them. They are so unfulfilled. They are physically where they want to be, like with their body goals, or maybe they hit bank account goals, whatever the case may be. They create a lot of good change, but emotionally, it's still being illuminated to them that they walked away from something really good, but they're stuck. And you're a little stuck, but just know that you're not as stuck. You didn't get left out in the dirt. You're blessed. You're doing great. And I do see some resolution coming in by your birthday. So, till next time, take care. Love you. Toodles. Hey, everybody who chose pile number 3, Daisy. This is your love message, Rock of Love and Daisy Love Edition. All signs are welcome. I am feeling really strong Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, and Virgo. But all signs are welcome. I'm getting something to do with toes. Hopefully not stubbing your toe. Maybe getting a pedicure, but yeah, something to do with the feet or toenails, toe. And I keep seeing the number 5, the number 555. I'm just getting a massive amount of change. I get that an overhaul recently happened in your life. Maybe you changed your schedule. Maybe you just got back from vacation, or you moved, or changed your apartment. Something like you just really, a lot of change. And I see that you're grabbing life by the balls and demanding it, and Spirit, God, the universe loves it. But let's get back to the love reading. I highly recommend that I recommend all my piles get this deck, but you especially pile number 3, because you're able to process things in a very artistic, emotional way. Like you reach a depth that it's hard for others to reach. But what I see is that you are alone right now. Out of all the piles, you are single, like not romantically attached to anybody. And I see that you're kind of left in despair because you're starting to see yourself clearly. You're being very vulnerable with yourself. And you're seeing that a lot of the relationships in the past, romantic, platonic, your family, really made you feel confined, really made you feel not yourself. Because you want to be different from everybody. You are different from everybody. It's like, you want a commitment, but you don't want the traditional milestones, like, in a year we're gonna get engaged, by 2 years we'll have a baby, and by 3 years we'll have this, and like you just want something more. And I see that you're kind of in this, you feel very alone. You're surrounded by beauty and great things, and it's hard for you to kind of look at it right now because you're surrounded in your emotions. Like maybe you're surrounded by people that aren't like you, and you're like, fuck. But if your Spirit, God, the universe saying, if you could just lift your head up and gaze, you'll eventually cross others that are like you, and it will make you feel so much better about yourself. Because I feel that you feel like if you were more like your friends or family or what society wants, that your life would be better. But that's not the case, pile number 3. I back down when I need to. 5 of Pentacles. I really like the imagery. It's so simplistic because I never see the 5 of Pentacles represented this way. When it comes to love, you're kind of almost angry, like because you're in a place of lack right now and you're angry about it. You're like, I don't understand how to do this or what I even want, but I know I don't want that. I know I'm not like dating to get married, or I don't want kids, or I want a non-traditional lifestyle, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And I see that it almost has made you angry, but Spirit, God, the universe is lovingly being like, hey, it's okay to be angry. Feel your feelings. In fact, as soon as you get closer to crying, and this is actually like a therapist-backed method, the faster you can access the tears, the quicker you'll release the anger, and the faster you'll be able to process it, and you won't hold on to it, and it won't hurt you anymore. Just know that your singleness is not a curse. Who you are and what you want is not a curse. Your likes is not a curse. There are so many people like you. I get like a lot of small town vibes. And I know this is a love reading, but this is all about you. And Spirit, God, the universe really wants to talk about some shit. The group of people, because we have group date and insecure. You were blinded by the people, romantic and platonic, that you kept in your life because of being insecure in who you are. The people that you surrounded yourself with, they instantly turned their back on you. As soon as you revealed your real self, as soon as you put up a boundary, as soon as you said, oh, I like this music artist, as soon as you went against the crowd, as soon as you went against your family's wishes, as soon as you were true to yourself, this group of people or your significant other or whatever the case may be, they talk shit on you. They had group chats without you. They instantly turned into haters. And it made you feel sad. And you do feel a little sad about being, no one wants to feel left out. And Spirit, God, the universe is saying, you are goddamn Daisy, okay? Like, there are going to be bachelors, bachelorettes, family, people that want to, like, that be dying to get to know you. And you have no reason to be insecure about the things you're insecure about. We're human. We all have them. And I see that Spirit, that's why Spirit wanted you to be in this place of singleness, because they don't want you to get hurt anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, take time to, like, they're giving you a chance to process this, and you took it. And right now you're just feeling stuck. But it's like, we just got to shift that perspective. Enjoy wanting to be different. Explore that. It's okay if you don't want children, but pretend that you are your child. You are your responsibility. You like painting? I'm going to sign you up for every painting course. Let's paint bodies. Let's paint sidewalks. Let's do something crazy, you know? Like, I see that you want to be different. Explore it. Explore that gift. It's there. You don't have to suppress it. We have the Devil in the reverse, so Capricorn energy. So you, one second. Your partner, man or woman, you really, you put them on a pedestal, but you were definitely stigmatized, or you were just definitely, I say that because this devil is carrying a penis, but you put this person on a pedestal, and I see that you're really shedding that. The devil energy is really sticky, like a sticky note, like it never gets fully clean. But I'm seeing that you're really shedding the stickiness from this person, the person that you put on the pedestal. And even though you might be sad in moments, you're able to see this person a lot more clearly because you're seeing yourself more clearly, and you're just still peeling back layers. We have the 5 of Wands in the upright. Oh, change, yeah, okay. You also might be getting invited to a wedding soon, or might be attending a wedding soon. 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So this is definitely talking about somebody that, even though you're not really thinking about them or emotionally attached to them anymore, you know, in the moments that you have thought about them, or it's just Spirit, God, the universe is clarifying that you're shedding the stickiness from limiting perspectives and ideas and from limiting people. There is some drama outside of yourself. And it's interesting, the person that you want to, that you had to separate yourself from, the people that you had to separate yourself from that talk shit about you, things are not, they're not feeling victorious. They're not having a sense of peace in their life. And I'm not telling you that to make you feel better. I'm just letting you know, like, you beat yourself up for not being like them, or doing what your family wants, or doing what society wants, or doing what the mental OCD anxiety thoughts tell you. Guess what? You being different is saving you from the bullshit that these people are feeling, which is like, one, they're feeling used for sex. I get that they aren't finding the peace. I get that they're having a lot of empty sex or sex without meaning, and they're just being really burned out. They're not feeling victorious. by, and it's not because your way is right, it's because their way is not coming from a loving place on the inside for them, and it's being expressed that way. So stop beating yourself up, pile number 3. Okay. We have the Star in reverse, followed by the Moon in the upright. That's interesting. I'm just getting a quick look at the cards. Oh man, it's so sensual. So you could be attached to a Gemini, by the way, or you could be attached to a water sign. I get that when it comes to love, you feel very hopeless. That right now you are on the path of shadow work, pile number 3. And I get that you're like, what do you mean? I've been doing the shadow work. And it's not that like, oh, when you're done, you're done. It's just like a closing point in a chapter. The more you accept yourself, the more you indulge yourself with your interest and not beating yourself up, celebrating yourself, working through insecurities, the faster you'll find what you're looking for. And I think it's going to be funny. I feel like I just wanted to be like a year from now. I feel like it's not going to take a full year, but I'm just saying in a year from now, you are going to be a completely different place emotionally and physically. And you're going to be like, I was so fucking worried about not just these people, but like, oh, like I'll use marriage as an example, right? So you'll be like, oh, like I was so worried about like having a partner or getting married, and now I just don't give a fuck. Like, I was so worried, like, oh, I need to have a baby. I need to get pregnant. And finally realizing, like, through working some insecurities, like, wow, I don't think I wanted that at all. And I see that the more you work through that, the more you realize it's not that you don't need a relationship, but you're a fucking force. And I just see that a lot of you, I'm smiling because it's like, yeah, it's not that I feel like a lot of you don't want the relationship you think you want. I know that sounds weird to say, but I feel like a lot of you guys are rock stars. You guys are really independent. And even if you do want a relationship, I get that it's not the relationship you think you want. Like, I just get that you just still need moments of clarity with inside yourself. You need to keep celebrating yourself more, and you're just going to be doing some shadow work. And I also get that this person that you're attached to, there is a lot of hookups, like, because I'm seeing like you are peeking in on these hookups. So yeah, I definitely see a lot of hookups, or a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, like we're together. It's just sex. What's keeping them together is sex. So. We have the Knave of Pentacles. I want to say that's the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, maybe? Knave, yeah, Page of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Right now is not the time to worry about, like, when's my next relationship. Right now is the time to indulge your senses. Right now is the time to feel your sensuality. Right now is the time to be like a Taurus, and a Virgo, strong earth energy to go inside and reflect. I get that, like, you don't have to seclude yourself in depression. Open all your windows and doors, open the blinds, let the sunlight in, but you can sit on your couch and knit or read or whatever you want to do, even when you're just watching TV. Realize the reason why your inspiration or your zest for relationships, the reason why it's not lit or working out is because it's not really what you want. Now is the time to embrace your sensuality. Like, see, they're both the red candles. If you do candle work, now is a great time to do red candle magic. With a caveat. If you do candle magic, if you ask for like love and sex right now, not gonna work out. Like, his candle's out. This candle's lit. And what does that mean? Maybe buying yourself some sensual body oil, looking up some adult videos and seeing what really turns you on, not the classic stuff, like, doesn't have to be crazy stuff, but like sensual. I keep getting, you focus on sensuality. Like, enjoy the moment, the textures, the smells, the tastes, the atmospheres. Really embrace yourself. That is what I have for you, pile number 3. Until later. Love you. Toodles.